It's time again for the Science Bowl.
Zoo Parade for 5. What big teeth the hippo has are actually a pair of these. Science Potpourri for 10. Would a snake most likely eat every day? Every week, Dateline Science for 10. Why are some elephants wearing necklaces these days? Green things for 15.
And now, here's your host, Mr. Z himself, Dave Zarin.
Thank you and welcome to the Science Bowl. We continue with our elementary schools in this our 33rd year of science competition here in Prince George's schools. Two great teams today. Let's meet them right now. First from Tulip Grove Elementary School, would you please say hello to Eden Ephraim, Micah Center, and Fallon Travers. And from Yorktown Elementary, here they are, Kirik Johnson, Gabby Wilson, and Tristan Emanana. And now here are the categories of questions we use on the Science Bowl.
Okay, Mr. Z, here's today's categories. Green things, questions about plants and all things green and growing. Zoo Parade, a Noah's Ark of questions about animals. Body systems, we'll see how much you know about yourself, about things like breathing and growing and digesting your food. Let's get physical. Questions that test your knowledge of physics and chemistry, earth science and space science. Then there's Science Potpourri. Here's a grab bag of science questions, everything from air pollution to the kitchen sink. And finally, Dateline Science. We'll ask you about science history and science in the news.
And here on the Science Bowl, our game board reflects question difficulty with the easier questions. The 5 and 10-point questions are on the left-hand side of the board. The tougher ones, 15, 20, and ultimately 25, the toughest of them all. Both of our teams start out at 50 points. No penalties for any incorrect answers. End of the 2 rounds today, one of these 2 good-looking teams will come back to play Scotchtown Hills for the chance to move on in our elementary competition, starting with 40 elementary schools and 16 middle schools this year. Let's go over and make sure everything is working properly. Micah, could you try your buzzer? A-OK on that one. Good luck to you, Fallon and Eden. And Yorktown, Gabby, would you try yours? Also looks and sounds good. Good luck to you, to Tristan and Kirik. Congratulations on being here representing your school. You are great ambassadors. You look good and you know a lot of stuff, so let's have a great game. We go alphabetically T before Y, so Tulip Grove and Micah, let's play the bowl.
Science Potpourri for 10.
Science Potpourri for 10 points to start us out. Teams, in the Andes Mountains in South America, it is so cold at the top that any water molecules in the air will freeze and it looks like dust, and they've likened the dust to this kind of sparkly mineral that is the hardest of all minerals and is said to be a girl's best friend.
Diamonds.
Tulip Grove.
Diamonds.
You all knew that. Yes, indeed. It's called diamond dust. All right. Thank you, Fallon and Micah and Eden. Nice triple play there. Go again.
Green things for 10.
Green things for 10 points. Teams, we know that roses have thorns, cactus plants have spines, and pine trees have these sharp things, Yorktown.
Pine needles.
Pine needles, that's it. That's the sharp thing. Good. Go. Green.
Zoo Parade for 15.
15 points in green. Did you say Zoo Parade?
Yeah.
Zoo Parade for 15 points. Teams, what same word means a bird cleaning and straightening its feathers? Micah. What you got?
Grooming.
Not grooming. Good try. Good try. All right, Yorktown. What same word means a bird cleaning and arranging its feathers, and a teenager standing in front of a mirror getting ready to go outside? Gabby. Correct word is preen. Preening. Go again, please. Green.
Zoo Parade for 5.
Zoo Parade for 5 points. Teams, you know, sometimes the adjectives describe exactly what an animal looks like. For instance, there are bottle-nosed dolphins, there are blue-footed boobies, and there are hammerhead whats? Yorktown?
Sharks.
Sharks, yeah. Their head looks like a hammer. Go. Green.
Let's get physical for 5.
5 points, and let's get physical. If you know Winnie the Pooh loved honey. He so much loved it that he was trying to get close to the bee's nest without them seeing him. So he took a balloon and he made it look like one of these. Gabby? Like a what? Don't ring in unless you have an idea.
Bears?
No, not a bear. Tulip Grove. Winnie the Pooh. What's that?
Flowers.
No, I was going to say make it look like one of these thunderheads. He made it look like a cloud so he could float by, and the bees thought it was a cloud, and Winnie was behind it there. Try again, Green. And I will always repeat the question. Don't jump in like that. So let me give out more information if it's coming.
Dateline Science for 10.
All right, whose turn is it this time? Is it Green's? Yes. It is Green's, so that means Gabby gets to choose, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what did you just say?
Dateline Science for 10.
Dateline for 10. All right, teams. There is astronomers have discovered a 2-mile-long lake containing water in this planet, which is closest most of the time to Earth. Yorktown?
Mars.
Mars, yeah. Sometimes Venus is a little closer because of changes in the orbit, but most of the time it is Mars. Okay, 70 to 60, 10-point lead. Gabby, go.
Green Things for 15.
Green Things, 15 points. Teams, you know, last summer with all that rain, some of the seeds just rotted in the soil. Others just failed to do this. The seeds failed to do what, Tulip Grove?
Germinate.
Germinate, that's it. Thank you. Good answer, ladies. Go.
Body Systems for 5.
Body Systems for 5 points. Teams, these indentations on your cheek have the same name as those on golf balls. Yorktown.
Dimples.
Dimples, that's right. A dimpled golf ball. Go. Green.
Body Systems for 15.
For 15 points in body system. Teams, this is very strange, hard to believe, but the Greeks didn't think much of the brain. They thought the seat of all of human emotion was in this large Tulip Grove.
Heart?
Not the heart, not the heart. The Greeks thought instead of the brain, our human emotion was centered in this largest of internal organs, the only organ that if you lose part of it, it will grow back again. What you got?
Intestine?
Good try, because the intestines are large. It's the liver. The liver can regenerate. Okay. Now comes the dawn. Yes, the buzzer says the first round is over, and it's a good game. It's tied, 75 all. Tulip Grove and Yorktown, and we'll be back with the second half in just one moment. And welcome back to Science Bowl. Thank you for spending part of your day with us. We have some wonderful young people here today, all elementary students, and let's find out a little bit about each one of them before we ask any more scientific questions here. Tulip Grove, the newest school in Prince George's County, and it is a stunner. They don't have any tulips in there, but they have plants everywhere growing on the walls, and boy, it's just a wonderful place. Micah, are you happy to be at the new school?
Yes, I love the new school. It's nice how they have they have so much more space and
it's a
stuff
green
like
school,
that.
isn't it a green school too?
Yes.
Yeah, because you were telling me earlier that the rainwater is actually recycled into the building. I think that's tremendous. Who's the principal over there, Micah?
Miss Coffin.
Absolutely, and we saw her on the first day of school, and she's over the moon about Tulip Grove. And Mr. Lane is your coach, is he not?
Yes, he is.
And you have no alternates. You're it. All right, the three big ladies here, and it's going to be just a great second half here. Tell me about any alternates or any special things about the school that we haven't already talked about.
Well, I'd say one of the special things is this is like the only school I know that actually has a courtyard in the school.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, I saw some of those when I was over there. And young man, my apologies, Micah, two young ladies and a young man over there.
It's okay.
That's all right. Tell me about, no, it's my bad. Tell me what you want to do when you get older.
I want to become an astronomer because I love space and constellations.
Constellations, yeah. So telescopes, do you go out and watch any of the meteor showers ever?
I have not watched meteor showers ever, actually.
Yeah, a lot of times they occur at uncomfortable times, like 3 and 4 in the morning, but sometimes it's worth getting up. Nice to have you here today. Fallon, tell us about yourself. What do you do in your spare time?
In my spare time, I like to read and swim.
And swim. Do you swim on a swim team?
No.
No, but where do you swim if you have the chance?
At our community pool.
Yeah, so I've been a lifelong swimmer. It's just a great exercise. I hope you continue to do that. What do you want to do when you get older?
I want to be a marine biologist.
Yeah, and you want to go to Texas A&M, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, because who famous do you know there?
Ashanti Johnson.
Wonderful. All right, well, you'll follow in Ashanti's footsteps, I know. And Eden, nice to have you back again. You've been on the Science Bowl before. That's why you look so relaxed. Tell us the Eden story. What do you want to do someday?
I want to be a fashion designer.
Yeah, why so?
Because my mom, she's an interior designer, and I love clothes, so I decided I wanted to be a fashion designer.
Wonderful. You're a fashionable young lady. I can see you being successful at that. What do you do in your spare time?
I like to dance and draw.
Yeah. You told me you do ballet, don't you? Wonderful. Also good exercise. Yorktown, nice to have all of you here today. Gabby, tell us the Yorktown story. Who's your principal?
Our principal is Dr. Savoy.
Savoy. And who's the coach of your team?
Miss Morales.
Yes, indeed. And Miss Parambo, I know, is also involved in this, too. Any alternates on your team?
Yes, Aaliyah.
Aaliyah will be out just a few moments here. Tell me something special about Yorktown the audience should know.
Yorktown won a Green School Award last year.
Wow, congratulations on that. And you're wearing matching shirts there today, but that's not the school uniform, right?
No.
No.
We actually don't have a uniform.
No uniform. Some of your parents are saying they wish you did have a uniform, but you guys get to choose.
Never. Please.
All right, Gabby, what do you want to do someday?
I want to be a doctor or a singer or an artist.
All right, and I asked her earlier of the three if she had to choose, and she said, put me down as an artist, yeah? Because maybe something she makes is going to be worth millions someday. She's thinking of the future here. Tristan, nice to have you with us today. Why did you want to be on the Science Bowl?
I actually wanted to be on the Science Bowl because I like learning,
Like new things.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wrote.
Yeah, I know you were searching for that.
Yeah, I forgot.
Listen, you got a great personality. What do you want to do when you get older?
I actually want to be on the NFL.
Yeah.
And football is one of my favorite things to do. I do that when I'm bored. I do that. Even I just do that. It's part of me.
I like how you explain it. Seattle Seahawks?
Yes.
Running back?
Actually, receiver.
Receiver. All right. We're going to keep our eye on you. Carrick, herpetologist, yeah?
Yes.
This young man has a snake at home. What kind of snake do you have?
A ball python.
Yeah. How big does it get?
3 to 5 feet.
Yeah. And what do you feed it?
We just feed it pinkies for now.
Pinkies, yeah. Well, I know you're probably a good custodian of that snake. And what do you want to do someday?
I haven't really decided yet.
Well, herpetology is a good hobby, but someday maybe it'll turn into some kind of, you have your own show on TV. There's a snake show on TV I watch on National Geo. Let's get back into the game. 80, we added 5 points to Yorktown. We had an arithmetic change there, and 75 for Tulip Grove. Lots of points to give away. Last correct answer came from the green team. So, Gabby, let's go. Gabby, you choose.
Super 8 for 10.
Super 8 for 10 points. All right, teams, your question is as follows. It was a strange sight on television. There was this animal sitting on top of a fence post. It was all wet. It was raining, which is strange because this animal is a Yes, Gabby?
Turtle. I saw it. It was a turtle.
You're getting it from both sides. What do you want to tell me? What's that?
Turtle?
Not a turtle. Tulip Grove, this animal sitting on top of a fence post that was all wet. It's kind of strange because this animal is known as a weather forecasting rodent. What you got?
Squirrel?
A groundhog. Groundhog Day. Remember when it comes out to see its shadow? Groundhogs are supposed to be amateur meteorologists. Obviously, that guy was not. Go again, Green.
Dateline Science for 5.
Dateline for 5 points. Teams, you can go into a toy store and you can buy a motorized wand that magically stirs potions in the laboratory of this professor from Harry Potter. Yorktown. Who's the professor for 5 points?
Snape?
Snape's, that's right. Good. Go Green.
Let's get physical for 15.
Physical for 15 points. All right, teams. Multiple choice question. If you're playing soccer, you sprain your ankle, and there's no ice to keep the swelling down, maybe someone has a cold pack. A cold pack is one bag with water, one bag with crystals of ammonium nitrate. If you smack them together, it turns instantly cold. Is that a thermoplastic, exothermic, or endothermic reaction? It is taking away heat and becoming cold.
A.
A, not A, no. Did you say A?
Thermoplastic.
No, it is not thermoplastic. Is it thermoplastic, exothermic, or endothermic? What you got, Micah?
Exo means endothermic.
It is endothermic. Endo means within. It is taking the heat away. Exothermic gives out. All right, good. Red, go.
Come
on, Micah, pick one.
Science potpourri for 5.
Science potpourri for 5 points. Teams, one of the hottest new children's toy is mixing together borax and Elmer's glue and food cutlery. Yeah.
Slime.
Give me what kind of slime?
Chemical slime?
You were almost there. She knew about the slime. They call it this kind of slime because it glows in the dark, and it's named for this glow-in-the-dark gas.
Neon slime?
Neon slime, that's it. Sorry, Micah. Go again. Gabby. Tie score 90 all.
Let's get physical for 10 points.
Let's get physical for 10 points. All right, teams. If you have something that is caked with minerals, it's alkaline or basic. To get rid of that stuff, you have to add the opposite kind of chemical to a basic chemical or an alkaline chemical. You'd add a what? Yorktown. Let's see if you know this. Tulip Grove, what do you know? Acid. Acid is the opposite of base. Try again, green.
Green things for 5.
Green things for 5 points. Teams, if you eat a carrot or a beet or a turnip or a rutabaga, you're eating this part of that plant. Gabby?
Roots.
The roots. Those are all root vegetables. Go green.
Body systems for 10 points.
Body systems for 10 points. If you are really courageous, Micah, if you're really brave, I might say that you have a lot of intestinal fortitude. Or I could make it simpler and say, you've got a lot of what? Yorktown?
Gut.
Guts. You got a lot of guts. That's right. Intestinal fortitude. That was your clue there. All right. You opened up a small lead. Go, Gabby.
Dateline science for 15.
Dateline for 15 points, teams. All right. I'm going to give you an acronym. You know what an acronym is. I'm going to ask you to define it. The newest class of astronauts are going to be flying aboard Boeing spacecraft and Elon Musk vehicles. They're going to go up to the ISS up there. For 15 points, what is the ISS, Tulip Grove?
International Space Station.
Got it. Good answer. Good. Micah, go.
Science potpourri for 15.
Potpourri for 15 points. We're tied up again at 105. You know, you've all seen those nature specials where a couple baby birds are in the nest and the bigger one goes and boom, knocks the younger one out, never to be seen again. That is known as this kind of rivalry. Yorktown.
Sibling rivalry?
Yeah, sibling rivalry. Kyrgyz. I don't know where it came from. I just got it. Good answer. Go, young man. Green.
Green things for 20.
Green things for 20 points as a visual question. Look at the monitor in the studio if you would, please. You know, I was talking about acids and bases. Litmus papers that help you determine if something is an acid or a base contain chemicals that come from these L-initialed organisms that are part algae and part fungus. What are those L-initialed creatures known as?
Moss?
Not moss. It has to begin with an L. Has to begin with an L. Tulip Grove, do you know what those are? They're called lichens. Lichens, L-I-C-H-E-N-S. Try again, green. 15-point advantage.
Science potpourri for 20 points.
Science potpourri for 20 points. Teams, if you know the movie The Incredibles, one of my favorites, the character called Frozone, he can take water molecules and turn them into ice, unless he is dehydrated. I'll give you the points if you can spell dehydrated. Who's going to be my speller?
Tristan.
All right, Tristan, say the word for me.
Dehydrated. D-E-H-Y-D-R-I-T-E-D.
Ooh, so close, so close, so close, Tulip Grove. Do we have a speller here who can spell dehydrated? Who's going to do it?
D-E-H-I, wait, no, A, wait, D-E-H-Y-D-R-E-D.
Oh, you a couple times I thought you were going to get it. It's D-E-H-Y-D-R-A-T-E-D. Oh, sorry, I can't give you any points. All right, go again. Gabby.
Dateline Science for 20.
Dateline Science for 20 points. All right, teams. One of the most important books in all of science was called Principia. It was written by this man who discovered gravitational attraction, and he wrote the laws of motion. Who would he be, Tulip Grove?
Newton.
Yeah.
Sir Isaac
Good.
Newton.
Good. Thank you. Good. Go.
Does that mean we're winning?
No, we're
By
done.
5 points.
We're winning by 5 points.
Don't rest on your laurels. Keep going.
Zoo Parade for 20 points.
Zoo Parade for 20 points. We know that sharks can detect the minutest amount of blood in the water, but they also know where their prey is because they have a special organ that can detect this, which is given off by all living things. What can they detect, Yorktown?
Magnetism?
Not magnetism. Good try. Good try. Tulip Grove.
Heat.
Electricity. Electricity. Everyone gives off electricity, even human beings. Go red. Come on, Micah, let's pick. Go.
Body systems for 20 points.
Body systems for 20 points. Teams, if a doctor talks about BM, it's about bowel movements. But if he adds an I at the end, BMI, he's talking about your body what index. What does the M stand for, Gabby?
Mass.
Yeah, good, go. Green, mass index, body mass index. You choose.
Let's get physical for 20 points.
For 20 points, and let's get physical. 3-part answer. Teams, something known as the king tide is the biggest of all tides. That occurs when what? 3 heavenly bodies are lined up perfectly. What 3 heavenly bodies are lined up perfectly to create a king tide? Micah?
Earth, Sun, and Moon.
You got all 3. Yes, indeed, sir. Go.
Let's say...
All the tough questions left. The toughest. Go.
Zoo Parade for 25.
Zoo Parade for 25 points. Teams, your question is as follows. You know, we learned a lot about this G initial branch of science, not by studying mice or monkeys or guinea pigs, but by studying fruit flies. It's all about heredity. What do we call that G initial branch of science, Gabby?
Genetics.
Genetics, that's it, yeah. Go green.
Would help me.
Science. Dateline Science for 25.
Dateline Science for 25 points. Teams, scientists come up with a new kind of battery. Thank you. Made of water and salt and zinc. These batteries will not explode in our cell phones and our iPads like these kinds of batteries that are there now. Yorktown.
Lithium.
Yeah, those lithium-ion batteries, you know, they keep blowing up in airplanes and in people's pockets. That buzzer says this game is over. I don't want it to end. They're on a roll. We'll be back in just a moment. Don't go away. Wow, hope you enjoyed this game at home as much as we did here in the studio. 6 fine, outstanding young people playing our game. Our final tally today is Tulip Grove 145, Yorktown 190. Congratulations to Kirik and Gabby and Tristan, and Aaliyah is back there. Miss Parambo and Miss Morales, congratulations. We will see you in the next round. Let's give them a round of applause. Yorktown, super job. And we also congratulate Eden and Micah and Fallon for playing a super game. You guys were ahead. It went back and forth. That shows what talent you've got over there. Let's have a round of applause for Tulip Grove and Mr. Lane, their wonderful sponsor. And you can clap for yourself, too. We are very happy that you're with us and hope to see you next time on another edition of Science Bowl. I'm Dave Zarin, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.